Hi, I'm Dre Mari, and this is B-Side TV at the WeWork in Hollywood, and this is Cones performing Moonstone and their B-Side.
With the white stone in the palm of your hand, what could be better than the bright moon high above the air, water and heart land? Oh, I'll remain with you long after you decided to go. And if you're gone today, I'm gonna lose my way back to your Caroline. Oh. Will the wandering go on if the heart rope swings eternal? And in the offices, if I'm waiting even your breath too long, will you come from the internal? I know I'll remember you only as somebody that I wanted to know. And if you're gone today, I'm gonna lose my way back to your Caroline. Oh, what I knew for certain about Caroline. Now that you're gone today, I'm gonna lose my way. Oh,
Thank you, we're Cones. And this is our B-side. It's called Eyes of Propane.
walking into the world today, wandering the worry and the pleasure till I'm up to my neck in stars. There's nothing I wouldn't do or say pretty soon there's nothing but room in my head, taking pictures of pictures. So long, answering calls from the right numbers till they're on. I felt layers and layers, and it's always the same. I'm walking out away from my room, coming back around with eyes of propane. Wish that you would lie to me, claim to be the one who pulverizes all the fear that is in my heart. I wish that I could lie to you, guide you through the territory of the space left after we've grown apart. I know what we'll do. They'll say that it's true. I'll say it is too. We're both of us lying in our way. It's Canary Road. You sleep in my grass. I don't even know you. Gone with the morning every day, taking pictures of pictures. So long, answering calls from the right numbers till they're wrong. I felt layers and layers, and it's always the same. I'm walking out away from my room, coming back around with eyes of propane. Eyes of propane.
Thank you.
That was a great performance, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's
So-
I'd like to mention that we're very sweaty because it's very hot in here, not just because we were rocking so hard.
It is very warm. I can attest to that too.
Very hot.
So you guys performed in other bands together, but now you created Cones. What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, our first band was, we never actually played music, but we were, I think, 5. I was 5, he was 7. We were called the Froggies.
I love it.
And we had shirts with frogs on them. And
they were custom shirts. I think they were just shirts.
they were shirts we bought. I think we bought shirts, and then we're like, oh, we should start a band. Yeah. Anyway, and then, yeah, we've played in several bands in our adult lives. And we were playing with a singer named Eleanor Friedberger. We were her backing band. And then somewhere on tour, Michael and I kind of decided to do our own thing when we got back into town. And yeah, so then we kind of got into the studio and argued a lot, embraced. And I don't know, 2.5, 3 years later, we're still doing it, so it's good. Yeah.
That's awesome. That was going to be my next question. How is it as brothers? Do you
We
guys-
are anticipating all your questions, and answering them before you ask. As brothers, it's amazing actually. I mean, we have sort of a lifetime of symbols in common, and I think the strength in our working relationship is being able to be like absolute beasts to each other, and just rip each other apart.
As brothers do.
Yeah, but like it's
Unconditionally.
unconditional, and when we fight, we'll have moments when we're working on an album where we're really flowing, and then I think we get the most out of the times where we really just like go at it, and then let that period sort of breed creativity. So
Nice. So your debut album is Pictures of Pictures. What was the story behind that, or the inspiration behind the album?
I'll give this to the lyric guy.
Michael doesn't know a single lyric on the album. Let it be known. He knows a few words. So the phrase "Pictures of Pictures" is in the B-side that we just played, the song called "Eyes of Propane," and we were kind of struggling for a name for the album, and I asked our dad for advice. He threw out some pretty bad ideas, but then eventually he was like, "How about that lyric?" It kind of struck him, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." But the idea of that lyric is kind of like, a lot of the album is about trying to recapture something lost, kind of either childhood or like somebody that you've lost romantically, or someone that died or something, and but in that process of trying to recapture, you're always getting further and further away from that original thing. So, Pictures of Pictures, you take a picture of a picture, and it references that original thing, but it's distorting, the more you try to recapture it, the more it distorts. And there's something beautiful in accepting that distortion as its own,
What a cool
growing
concept.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. And
You're so deep, man.
And you do the animation for the music videos too, right, Jonathan?
I do, yeah.
Okay, awesome. How did you get into that part of it?
I've been drawing my whole life, and pictures of pictures.
Hey, it makes sense.
And I studied film in college, and then had to make a project my senior year, and realized I didn't really want to make a movie with real people in them. So I was like, I'll try animation. It seemed kind of natural, and then really totally fell in love with it immediately, and then ended up moving to New York to work for my favorite animator. His name is Bill Plimpton. He's like a really wacky, psychedelic, traditional animator, and yeah, and then just learned a lot from him, and kind of just started doing music videos for other bands, and then
Nice.
just kind of grew that way. Yeah.
And my favorite question is, what is your favorite B-side? I'll start with Michael first. Out of any album ever.
Of any album. Oh my God. You're putting me on the spot here. Do you have one in mind? No. Oof.
Could be anything.
Can it just be like an album track that's not necessarily?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just go with that.
That's not part of the album.
We can vibe with that too.
Okay.
Or top 10.
What comes to?
I'm just gonna. It just came to mind. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it's just what I thought of right now. Suzanne by Weezer.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's kind of a rejected. It's a rejected album track. It wasn't on. I guess that's technically a B-side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works for sure.
You're what a B-side is, dude.
And Jonathan, what
Okay,
about you?
probably Suzanne from.
So the brother duo both love Suzanne. Thank you so much, you guys. And if you want to catch Cones, they're Cones the Band on Instagram, Cones the Band website, and Facebook. And I'm Dre with B-Side TV at We Work in Hollywood. Catch you next time. Thank you.